Hello, and thank you for joining me today at the Think Global Conference. My name is Robert Jendrzejczak, and I'm excited to provide some insight to business owners and entrepreneurs across the world on future-proofing your business. I've grown fond of this term future-proof recently as we've entered these unprecedented and unpredictable times, seeing so many businesses struggle, adjust, try to get by, and some ultimately shut down. It makes you wonder, what does the future hold for businesses, and how can you future-proof your brand to not only make it through a pandemic, but thrive in all types of circumstances? From my own business journey at New Street and researching other successful entrepreneurs and companies, I've come up with a short list of 5 crucial business principles that will help you succeed in 2021 and moving into the next decade. Number 1. A meaningful purpose rooted in a strong value proposition. This is something just beyond the products and services you sell, just thinking through how those products and services impact your clients, how they might have an impact, and how they have the ability to change their life, sort of like the why behind your workday and the brand. For an example, let's think about Amazon, one of the biggest companies in the world. They've completely changed my life, saving so much time shopping. This allows me to utilize that saved time to grow my business, spend it with my kids. On a smaller scale, think about the local ice cream parlor downtown that doesn't just serve ice cream. They make my kids feel a certain way, and I feel good because I know the chocolate from the cacao bean is ethically sourced. See, both of these examples are purposes that are bigger than the products and services themselves and create a strong value proposition for the customer. Number 2, personal social media branding. So this is simply the biggest opportunity of our generation, of the decade. Number 1, it's free. Number 2, it's fun. And there's a huge upside if you invest a little bit into it. There's a wealth of experts and content online about how to develop a social media brand, a personal social media brand. But the best advice I can give anybody watching this is to start sooner than later and commit to any level of consistency when it comes to social media content. Number 3, improving by testing and trying. You'll never know until you try something. Whether it's copy for a marketing ad, targeting for a marketing ad, a sales script, a special offering, a timely event, you can never predict where the opportunities are, but if you try new things every day, eventually you'll discover what works and be able to optimize it further. Something to note on this also in the light of this conference is that we are operating in a global marketplace. So don't be afraid to try collaborating with people from all over the world. I've probably worked with more unreliable people locally than globally. Testing and trying has its limits though. The last thing you want to do is spread yourself thin trying things without any true process. Constant improvement is important, but it's not as important as having a tested and true system in place, which leads me to my next point. Number 4. Develop a tested and true process and follow it into stone. From operation to marketing to sales to service. You got to have a tried and tested process. You have to develop a system of your best practices, an optimal state of processes that you follow day in and day out. As you test new things and find consistent success, you can integrate and improve your core processes. And number 5, delegate as many tasks as possible to software, from data entry, emailing, notifications, appointment bookings, deliveries. People just don't realize, but a majority of the operations can be automated without sacrificing anything in terms of quality, but rather just gaining significant efficiencies and ongoing savings. You can do this from a custom software perspective, or you can get some software as a service products off the shelf, talk to a trustworthy expert in the software space. But as we move forward to the future, this is going to be the status quo of how businesses are built, and it'll give the businesses that invest in technology the competitive advantage. By being efficient through the utilization of technology instead of continuous investment in hourly labor of tedious tasks, it allows businesses to reinvest into improving their value proposition, which comes full circle back to our first and most important point, a meaningful purpose rooted in a strong value proposition. So those are the 5 principles I can share today. Hope you enjoyed this brief business presentation and found some value in it. If you have any questions or you'd like to connect, feel free to follow me on Instagram at robertj.ca or search my name on LinkedIn. All the best. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that presentation. Unfortunately, the speaker is not available today to answer live Q&A. If you guys have any question about the presentation, please feel free to visit his booth. You can request interest to set up a one-on-one meeting or networking, or you can also reach out to him through LinkedIn or Instagram. Thank you guys for attending the session, and see you